incident took place. I have Mark D. Martin, CEO, MartinConsulting, joining me on the phone line with more. Thank you so much for speaking with us, sir, during this extremely tragic time. Based on initial reports, what are the most likely technical, or would you say operational, factors that could have contributed to this catastrophic failure at such a low altitude?
Hi, good afternoon. Thanks for having me. And a very, very unfortunate and a black day for aviation in India and globally. This is the world's first 787 Dreamliner crash ever operated. This is from an airline that's had a flawless safety record with operating the 787 Dreamliner under government ownership. And the minute this goes to private operations under Singapore Airlines, guess what? We see a crash. So I think it's very, very sad, and there should be a full-blown investigation in this. In terms of what really went wrong, I think from the videos that we're seeing that's been circulating on social media, I don't think it's right that we speculate, because let's please respect the dead. Almost 260 people have perished in this crash, and it's very, very unfortunate. But from what we can see, and I don't think we should be guessing, something clearly went wrong with the aircraft's ability to have continuous thrust. And I would sense that there may have been a problem with the engines. I don't see any bird strike or anything, but we don't know. It can be as wild card as power assurance, where the thrust was not available for climb out. Maybe the aircraft was overloaded. It could be anything. And I don't think we should speculate on this. I think the faster the investigation comes out, the better. But all I'm going to say is that, it's very unfortunate that we see this under a private Air India, and when it was under government ownership, we never saw any incident of this occur. So I think it's very sad. It's very unfortunate. But clearly, the faster we have an investigation into this, and I would like the NTSB, the FAA, EASA, AIB, India, as well as the DGC to be involved in this, because first time ever has this aircraft crashed in the world.
Like you said, this was the first crash of the Boeing 787 Dreamliner since its introduction in 2011. So given the aircraft's very strong safety record, what unique challenges might investigators face in really determining the cause of this incident, because that has still not come to light?
Well, this is one of the most advanced aircrafts in the world. The entire aircraft is fully digital. This aircraft is controlled by fly-by-wire. It's controlled by optical fiber. It's one of, you can't get a more cutting-edge aircraft than this. And guess what? This aircraft is the only aircraft in the world which has a server on board. So you really can't compare the technology that this aircraft has. And what's interesting is that this is an aircraft that Air India and the pilots mastered in terms of flying and operating, because Air India always has picked up the latest and newest technology out there. But to see after 15 years, an airline which is super experienced on a particular aircraft has a crash of this kind, it obviously shows something more deeper. I don't think that's got to do with the technology of the aircraft. I think it's got to do with the organization practices, more particularly maintenance, because everything seemed to be right on the aircraft, but clearly there's a maintenance issue that appears to be a maintenance issue that led to this. Again, I'm going to reinforce my point. Let's not speculate. Let's wait for the investigation to come out.
Okay, accepted. Mark D. Martin, thanks so much. But stay with us. I also have Sanjay Lizar, CEO of Avialas Consultants, aviation expert.